Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Ultimate Dirt TV. Apologise about the issues there. Just PC decided it wanted to restart for no reason. But anyhow, nonetheless, we are here for the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series Heat Race number 1. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. 10 laps is going to be the distance. The top 3 go through to the main event. Everybody else through to the preliminary mains. Well, the B mains, Randall Carter and Jarrett Bolyard on row number 1. Cole Duggar and TJ Wood out of positions 3 and 4. Position 5, Jim Emery, Adam Homerding out of position 6, Chris Fisher and Clay Devon. Then we go back to Kiri Morris, Mason Crawford, Randy Krent in grid, and Nick Cooper from New York out of position number 12. In fact, Randy Kent just showing some sort of connection issues there as we go green flag action here in the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. And again, no qualifying, straight up heat races, randomized heats. And we are underway here for the first of 4 heat races. Right now, your battle is between Chris Fisher in 3rd position and Jim Emery in the 4th. Then you go back to Nick Cooper and Duggar back there in position 6. But right now on screen, Fisher in the grey, black, white and orange number 5 for TVR and Hunt the Front Racing. In that 3rd and final transfer spot at the moment. Oh, blurry. I'm going to take the blur stuff off. And you're back straight away, Randall Carter. Again, making his debut in the UMP Modifieds. You've seen him just about an hour ago. For the Super Late Models, Jim Emery and Nick Cooper having some contact. And Emery going to lose 3, maybe 4 positions. He's fall back to 7th spot behind Clay Devon, his teammate. And also Mason Crawford in position 5. And again, fixed setup racing here for the UMP Modified Series. For the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways, World of Thunder Racing League Season number 8. Don't forget, folks, we're live on dirtfan.com, we're live on World of Thunder Racing League, and we're live on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook pages, and we are live on the Ultimate Dirt TV YouTube channel. Don't forget, youtube.com/Ultimate Dirt TV. Hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing, and if you want to come back and watch it back on Facebook, you're more than welcome to. But if we could just get your help in hitting that subscriber goal mark, we're close to 900. We are aiming for over 1,000, and hopefully 2020 big things coming here on Ultimate Dirt TV. 6 down, 4 to run. Your leader out in front in car number 37, Randall Carter got nearly a 2nd lead over the nice number 97 of Jarrett Bolyard. Fisher in 3rd position and on the bubble, but look at the high side hustler. He's been going to the gym and he's just working the muscles. He skipped a few leg days. Cooper in the 36 machine, 35 I should say in the 36 on the side of that car. And he's now up to position number 3. And again, he started in the 12th starting position. How far can he get? Well, I don't think he's going to get the lead with just 2 laps to run, but by God, he is just putting an absolute clinic of a drive in that number 35, Andrew Nevin. Thank you for that sub on YouTube. Appreciate it, buddy. Bolyard slides Cooper back in turns 3 and 4. They come out of 4. The white flag flies from the virtual Doug Clark. Doug Clark will live on forever here at the Knoxville Raceway, the champion flagman. But it is Randall Carter into turn number 3. And out of turn number 4, he will get the job done. Carter wins ahead of Cooper and Bolyard. Those 3 drivers straight into tonight's A-Main. Fisher home in 4th, Clay Devon 5th, Mason Crawford in 6th, Jim Emery 7th, Cole Duggar in 8th, Adam Homerding 9th, TJ Wood will run out your top 10 with Kiri Morris 11th and Randy Kent in 12th position. It's blurry again. It's done it again. I thought I fixed that up. Alright, heat number 2. Here for the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. UMP Modifieds. In fact, we're just going to go to the Be Right Back screen. We're back. We're back. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimatedirttv starting grid. Ten laps of distance, top 3 going through to the main event. As we've seen in heat race number 1, Jason Skinner on pole, and he's outside the 22 of Devin Thompson. Position 3, the 62 of Derek Medley. On his outside, Cody Shands in car 21 out of position 4. Position number 5 in car 45, it's Barry Sorensen. The Christopher Long will start position 6. Jarrett Murphy inside the 4th row out of position 7. Tyler Shell will start position number 8. Position 9 is going to be CJ Howell, Tanner Folds out of position 10. Jacob Fields 11th and Casey Brunson out of position 12. We can confirm that CJ Howell did not grid. Why is that still blurry? I don't want to come play, bro. Oh my god. This is what happens when your PC restarts and you gotta There we go, look at that. Rightio. Pace truck in. Green flag off of turn 4. Green flag is out, we're underway. Heat number 2. For the Hub Sim Racing giveaways, and look at the field stacking up already. And right through the middle goes the 17 of Christopher Long. Car around, 2 cars around, 3, 4 cars around. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a yellow Barry Sorensen upside down. However, Jacob Fields, just like we see Nick Cooper, start at the back of this one. This time 11th starting position for Jacob Fields, and he is up to 3rd. Now he tries to come after Devin Thompson in the 5 machine. 22 you see on the screen, up the top of the screen. That number 5 on screen is Devin Thompson, that black and orange machine. We go back and take a look at 4th and 5th right now. Christopher Long in the 17, then Jarrett Murphy behind him in position number 5 as the principal, Jason Skinner. Out in front and doing it all too easy. Murphy and Long continue to go side by side down your front straightaway. Fields has made his way to position number 2. Just shy of a 1.5 second differential between Jacob Fields in second, that all black 007, and the race leader of Jason Skinner. Lap times in the low 20 seconds. 20.2s we're seeing for Jacob Fields. Jason Skinner with a 20.550. So a quarter of a second quicker was Jacob Fields on the previous lap. Thompson now under pressure from Jarrett Murphy. Into one they run. Slide job by Murphy. Can't clear him. But they do make contact. And again, it's another nearly 2/10 quicker again for Jacob Fields. So he's picked up nearly half a second. There's nearly 3 wide into turns 3 and 4 for the final transfer position. Some fantastic racing here in the sprint car capital of the world, the Knoxville Raceway. Fields was again quicker than Skinner. The gap is now less than a second, less than 9/10 of a second. The 17 goes around upside down. In comes Tanner Folds. I'll get them fixed up. Like I said, I'm not sure why it's happening. Maybe I changed something in the graphic settings last week. But right now, Fields coming after your race leader with 2 to run this time by out of turn number 4, Skinner. He is now starting to feel the pressure. 2/10 slower than Fields that time by. And I get the feeling right now that, well, Jacob Fields, he is certainly not going to be happy with the second place. He wants to get the job done. And how far can he go? White flag is out from the virtual Doug Clark here at the Knoxville Raceway on the iRacing.com service. Heat number 2. The Hub Sim Racing giveaways. UMP Modified Series. Skinner slides up. Who is going to get the run out of turn number 4? Skinner holding on just by 3/4 of a car length. He gets it by 0.059 over Jacob Fields in second. Jarrett Murphy third. Those three will advance to your A main directly from heat race number 2. Everybody else fourth on back. They are going to be subdued to the B mains. And it's now time for heat race number 3. Let's take a look at your Ultimatedirttv starting grid. Now I'll do the focus shortly. Starting on pole, heat race number 3 in car number 80. It's Dylan Wilson on the outside of the front row. Brian Johnson out of position number 2. Position number 3 is going to be Blake Majulis, and Chad Prescott will line up at a position number 4. Position 5, it's Mitch Stiles, and position 6, it's going to be Caston Parker. Tyler McGoldrick will start position 7. Cody Heron will start position number 8. Position number 9, it's going to be Clyde Dunn, and Eric Scalf will start on the outside of the 5th row out of position 10. Kenneth Payne will start position 11, and Jordan Casey will round out this 12-car field once again for heat race number 3. The Hub Sim Racing giveaways UMP Modified Series Fixed Setup Racing. Now, I know we had a sub on YouTube just before, and I think it was Andrew Neven. Thank you very much. I think we are now getting to... I think we are getting close to about the 900 mark. I think we're about 10 away. 10 or 15 away, somewhere around there. I'll just confirm that in a second. 887. $13 away from hitting the 900 subs on YouTube. We go green. And Wilson will lead down the back straight away. Into 3 and 4 for the first time. In heat number 3, Johnson riding in second. Majulis in third. Johnson is going to have a very difficult time in holding on to a top 3 here just quietly, because no disrespect to Brian Johnson, but you take a look at the talent around him. D1RT and Speed Labs. For Swindell Speed Lab, I should say. I was on their channel last night with Chase Rodman, where the score was Chili Bowl. Majulis now up to second, and Chad Prescott, D1RT, looking for third. The more experience between Prescott and Johnson, but I tell you what, hats off to Johnson. He is not giving up just because he's running for D1RT. Doesn't mean you automatically have to give up that spot. He's going to make him work for it, and I would love to see Johnson transfer directly from this one straight into a main event rather than having to start from that pole position in one of the B mains. Look at Majulis setting after Dylan Wilson now. Wilson slides himself down into 3. Majulis gets a run. Can he make it stick? No, he cannot. So they both roll the cushion through turns 1 and 2. Now Prescott all over the back of Johnson through 1 and 2, past the National Sprint Car Hall of Fame and Museum. And they're both going to slide themselves down into turns 3 while Johnson is. Prescott's going to stay low. And Majulis to the inside. Majulis to the race lead. 5 down, 5 to run. Majulis slides up in front of Wilson. Prescott slides up in front of Johnson. Good battle for first and second. Good battle for third and fourth right now. And at this stage between Wilson and Majulis, it's very hard to pick someone who's going to go into the redraw. Only your winner will go into the redraw at this stage. Everybody else, second and third, they'll be automatically seated into their starting positions. And then, of course, your B main transferees. Majulis, after having a shocking couple of weeks in the Super Late Models, 3 shocking weeks to be exact, he's finally found some sort of form here in the UMP Modifieds with 2.5 to run. Wilson back to the lead. Prescott solid in third. Now Jordan Casey coming after Brian Johnson. And Johnson has still got his work cut out for him. Majulis looking to dive it in deep into 1 and 2 on Wilson. What a race up front this is between Wilson and Majulis. It has been a phenomenal 9 laps right now. And they've got 1 to go. Into 1 and 2 for the final time. Oh, Wilson made the mistake. And now Majulis has got the run down on the low side out of turn 4. Wilson fights back up on the inside. Oh, Dylan Wilson victorious. Majulis second. Prescott third. Casey is going to be fourth. Johnson in fifth. Styles, Dunn, McGoldrick, Scalf, and Parker. Heat number 4 cars gridding on pit road right now. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Blake Brown in car 74B will start on pole, and he's outside. In the 999, it's Dylan Fox. Starting position number 3, car number 12, that'll be Trey Schmidt. David Harleman. Car number 9 will start position 4. Position 5 will be the 05 of Brandon Steele. The 19N of Garrett Niebuhr out of position number 6. Position 7 going to be the 118 of Joshua Hessen. And Evan C. will start position number 8. Position number 9 will be the 09 of Cody Turchi, and Josh Vinci will start position 10 with the 269 of James Grace out of position number 11. Drivers getting the 1 to go signal from Race Control and the iRacing.com pace truck. Who will make their way into the main event. 3 more cars direct from heat race competition. Green flag is out. We are green here in the final heat race of the night. Brown going to slide up to the top and will take the lead down the back straight away. Fox in second. David Harleman in the red and white number 49 machine. Now in third. He gets by Trey Schmidt for fourth. Schmidt back to position 4 and again on the outside looking in for the time being. Garrett Niebuhr back there in fifth, and you get back to Joshua Hessen, Evan C, Cody Turchi. It is all happening right now up front. A lot of these drivers trying to rail the cushion at both ends of the speedway. Fox trying to get a run on Brown into turns 3. Runs the top, cuts underneath as Brown slides up. Heileman starting to run low again. Slide job by the D1RT, number 999 of Dylan Fox to the race lead. We know the success he has had here at the Knoxville Raceway and success just in general. Brown continues to work the bottom side. Hardeman into the wall. Schmidt's got a chance, but he cannot take the opportunity just yet. And Dylan Fox, the Spring Fling winner for 2019 for the TeamVLR.com. $3,000 to win. And Dylan Fox making himself known here in the server again to say, oh, you know what, boys? I'm not here to just muck around. I'm here to win. Brown, what a good solid drive in. Second, third is Hardeman. Now we go back to Evan C. C in fourth. Oh, Niebergy and Hessen come together. Schmidt back to position number 5. Trey Schmidt still holding on to a top 5 position for the moment. Gets that inside berm, and now that leaves the door open for the 09 of Cody Turchi. 7 down, 3 to run. Schmidt holding off Turchi and Garrett Niebergy. 5, 6, and 7 on screen. Fox has got nearly 6/10 of a second lead over Blake Brown. Brown looking to get into the main event tonight. As look at Evan C up to position number 3, and now coming after Brown for second. On the bottom side, relegating David Hardeman back to 4th position. And Hardeman now will be in a B main. C into second. White flag is out. Half a mile to run. Brown catches the wall, and Hardeman goes on by. Into third. C. One last time. Can he make it happen on the bottom side? No. Fox victorious. Second, Evan C. David Hardeman, I believe, will grab third. In fact, Blake Brown will grab third. 4th is David Hardeman. Trey Schmidt 5th. Turchi, Niebergy, Hessen, Vinci, and Grace. So that was heat number 4 complete. And now we move into the first of our 2B mains. Let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. "12 laps the distance. Top 6 will go through. 17 cars scheduled to take to the racetrack. Chris Fisher and Jordan Casey in row number 1. Row number 2 inside, it's going to be Clay Devon on his outside. The 121 of Brian Johnson, position 4. Position 5 will be the 119 of Mason Crawford, and Mitch Stiles will start position number 6. Jim Emery will start position 7 on his outside. It'll be the 88 of Clyde Dunn. We go back to our 9th starter. In car number 11, it's Cole Duggar with Tyler McGoldrick at a position number 10. Adam Homerding will start position number 11, and Eric Scout will line up at a position number 12. Position number 13, it's going to be TJ Wood and Caston Parker at a position 14th. 15th to be Kiri Morrison on his outside. Cody Heron will start position 16th. And Randy Kent will start position number 17. We can confirm just the one car didn't grid for this one, which happened to be Kiri Morrison, the 34. So 16 cars contesting for 6 positions around the Knoxville Raceway. Yeah, hopefully the mains are going to be this good from what we've seen in the heat races. Again, Jason, thank you for that follow. Thank you much for the shares, boys, and the likes. Calavoda, thank you. All right, green flag is out. B main at number 1. And we are green for 12 laps, I believe it is. Fisher, Casey, look at Crawford sliding it in deep. Johnson now to his inside. Johnson half spins, and now we'll get the car around. And we got a number of cars around. And Johnson, Debon, also along with Cole Duggar in that 11 machine. And boy, oh boy, just after it was going all so well for the 121 of Brian Johnson and the 84 of Clay Debon, we are forced to our first yellow of the evening. Alright, here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to get the... we are going to get the chats open. So let us know where you're watching from. Let us know who your pick to win is. We've got the UDTV Facebook and YouTube chat open. We are working on getting the World of Thunder chat open. Why are we not live on Dirt Fan either? Let's take a look at Dirt Fan. Could have swore we're meant to be live on those 3 pages tonight. For some reason it's not showing up, so we'll see if we can get that rectified before the main. We are set to go back to green flag action here at Knoxville. Let's go, let us know. Why? It's simple. No, nothing good happens on Twitch. The reach and the audience is just not there, Tyler. It's really not. Like, I'd love to go back to Twitch, but literally there is nothing there. Alright, well, we go back to yellow, and this will give us a perfect opportunity, in fact, to hopefully get these things sorted. Okay, now we should be back on Dirt Fan here. Yes, there we go. Beautiful. Love it. It's what I love to see. And we should be back on World of Thunder as well. So, again, welcome back, people. 2 laps left to run in tonight's B main. Thank you, Cooper. Thank you for that share, buddy. And Casey, Crawford, Fisher. One to run for Casey, Crawford, Fisher, your top 3. Emery, Styles, and Dunn. The 88 right now. He's in the final transfer position. Can he hold on into 3 and 4 for the final time? One last effort coming from McGoldrick. The checkered flag is out. And the win will go to Jordan Casey. Crawford second. Fisher third. Emery, Styles, and Dunn. And Homerding will come home in position number 7. And that is him done and dusted. Alright, let's take a look right now at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid for B main number 2. Starting on pole in car number 22, Devon Thompson. On the outside of the front row, car number 9, David Harleman. Position 3 going to be Tanner Fold. At a position 4 will be Trey Schmidt. Position 5, it's Casey Brunson and Cody Turchi at a position number 6. Position number 7, Barry Sorensen, Garrett Niebuhr at a position 8. 9th is Tyler Shell, Joshua Hessen at a position number 10. Derek Medley out of 11th, Josh Vinci at a position number 12. Christopher Long, 13th, and James Grace, position number 14th. 15th is going to be Cody Shands and Brandon Steele, position number 16. And then we go back to Howe, and not there, and Kenneth Payne in the final row by himself. Alright, B main number 2. Cars will make their way into turn number 3 and 4. I've had enough of that phone anyhow. Green flag is out. 12 laps once again. Thompson, Schmidt, Turchi into the wall. Niebuhr. Man, these guys just do not like to lift. Hessen upside down. And we are staying green for the moment. And there is the yellow flag going to come out. Very different to what we've seen in the super late models when guys caught the wall and whatnot and had to check up in the main events. They're not doing it all that well here in the UMP Modifieds, and it's really strange because this track is a lot wider than what you would expect. So we are going to be chatting with Steve McMillan here in just a few moments' time with the redraw for our 4 heat race winners. We are just going to do some A watch party's here in a second, so bear with us. Just going to do some watch parties here in a second. Apologise, you had to hear that one. Lights are out on the iRacing.com pace truck. Green flag this time by. 5 down, 7 to run. And there will be our top 6 advancing. So if you're not inside the top 6, you are going to be missing out on tonight's 40-lap main event. Here we go, back to green flag action here at the Knoxville Raceway. And it is Thompson to lead Schmidt. Bronson up on the inside. Then you go back to Tanner Folds in 4th. Tyler Shell on the inside in 5th. And 5 cars fighting it out for the number 1 spot. Then we go back to Garrett Niebuhr back there in 6th. And, well, he's on the cusp of potentially losing that position. I doubt the kids are watching, but Spotto, because we just had some ambulances go by. And look at Folds. He's now on the outside looking in. Barry Sorensen. I'll tell you what, for a kid that is just, I think, 13 years of age, if he has his head screwed on and doesn't follow in the direction of some people on here on the iRacing.com service, and I think you're better than the rest of the world, certainly go a long, long way. Watching Garrett Niebuhr in the 19N machine on the outside as the yellow flag will fly. Again, if you haven't done so already, head over to youtube.com /UltimateDirt.tv. Hit that subscribe button. We are close to 1,000. This is Cooper. Thank you very much for that share as well. Cheering on, no doubt, your baby boy. Jarrett, thank you very much for the stream. Tyler, Jason, thank you for the likes. Jake, thank you for the like as well. So as you do see the laps starting to wind down. The light's still on green, white checker, so this race will get extended by 1 lap. Alright, green, white checker, 2 laps, 1 mile, 8 turns around the Knoxville Raceway. The virtual Doug Clark ready to set these drivers loose for what hopefully is the final 2 laps of preliminary main action. As the green flag is going to fly. Tyler Shell and Trey Schmidt on the front row. Schmidt got to run on the outside. Shell staying down low. Bronson back there in 3rd, but take a look at your battle for the race lead. Schmidt driving it deep into turns 3 and 4, stays above the slick. 3/4 of the way up the track right now. He drives it through the slick down into 1, gets the run. He catches the cushion, catching the moisture now on the exit of turn number 2. It is literally a drag race down into turns 3 and 4 for the final time. Who is going to get the win? I guess it's going to be TS, but whether it's Tyler Shell or Trey Schmidt, he will get the win over Tyler Shell by a 10th.113. Brunson third. Nibraji, Steele, and Thompson. Your top 6. If you're not in the top 6, goodbye. We'll see you either for the 410 Wings Sprint Car Series, or we'll see you back next week for week number 4. And some big things coming here in 2020 as we now just await the arrival of... Looks like we're going to have William Duval joining us here for the redraw.
Yes, sir.
Alright, well, we've got 4 heat winners.
Yeah, 4 heat winners. Just let me know whenever you're ready.
I'm ready to go. Born ready, buddy.
Alrighty, we got heat number 1, 37, Randall Carter.
Position 2.
Alright, sorry about that. Double zeros, Jason Skinner.
Position 4.
Heat 3, 80, Dylan Wilson.
Pole position.
And 999, Dylan Fox.
Position 3.
Alrighty, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Alright, we'll take a quick break here on Ultimate Dirt TV and come back with our 40-lap main event. The Hub Sim Racing giveaway UMP Modified Series fixed setup racing here at the Knoxville Raceway, round number 3, season 8 for the World of Thunder Racing League, presented by DirtFan.com. We'll take a quick break and come back on the other side of this. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Ultimate Dirt TV's coverage of the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways UMP Modified Series from the Knoxville Raceway, presented by World of Thunder Racing League and presented by DirtFan.com. It is a main time. There is 40 laps scheduled on the board. We'll have 45 laps on the ticket, and of course we'll go through the first 5 laps of getting the drivers into the correct positions. Those drivers, your heat winners, into the redraw. We've already had the redraw. Once they're in their correct positions, they will do a 4-wide salute. In fact, they're going to do what the super late model guys did as well. They'll throw out a missing man formation in memory of what has happened over the past 6 hours. The tragic news breaking about Kobe Bryant. Let's take a look at your Ultimate Dirt TV starting grid. Starting on pole. Now, it's going to be the first 4 drivers going to be shuffled up a little bit. Dylan Wilson will start on pole. And I think we had Dylan Fox out of position number 2. Randall Carter will start position 3. Jason Skinner will start position number 4. Position 5 on back is correct. Nick Coop out of P5. Excuse me, Jacob Fields out of P6. Position 7, Blake Majulis out of position 8. Evan C. Jarrett Bolyard out of position 9. Jarrett Murphy out of position 10. Shad Prescott out of 11th. And Blake Brown out of position 12. 13th is going to be Jordan Case. On his outside, Trey Schmidt, position number 14. Mason Crawford, 15th. Tyler Shell in 16th. Chris Fisher, 17th. 18th, Casey Brunson. Jim Emery, 19th. Garrett Niebuhr, position 20. We go back to Mitch Stiles, Brandon Steele, 21st. And 22nd, Clyde Dunn and Devin Thompson. The 24 starters for tonight's 40-lap main event. Now, you'll see that the pace truck has already moved away to the infield. You see the virtual iRacing flagman waving the green flag. We are not going green just yet. Alright, the drivers will get the signal to show you the most awesome sight in all of motorsports. And again, these drivers are in their correct positions. They're being given a signal to show you what needs to be happened. And this missing man formation will come in the way of course, just a little bit of a mark of show of respect to the late, great Kobe Bryant. There is no better sight in all of motorsports, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, I want to thank these drivers just for showing the respect that they had for the late Kobe Bryant. So in fact, I got that lineup wrong. I said Carter was going to start 3 and Fox was out of 2. In fact, it is the other way around. So outside front row is Randall Carter. Dylan Fox starts position 3. 4th is, of course, Jason Skinner. But the driver that will lead us to the green flag. Not this time, but the following time by out of turn number 4. And let's take a listen to these UMP Modified series as they just idle and rumble down the front straightaway. 24 of the best doing battle here at the Knoxville Raceway. Let us know who you're cheering for, who is going to get the win. The Hub Sim Racing giveaways, a main event for the UMP Modifieds is green. And Wilson straight to the top shelf in turns 1 and 2. Fox immediately up on the inside right now on Carter down into 3 and 4. Cooper running the bottom side of the racetrack. Again, he started P5. Trying to get his way into what a pony position at the moment very early on in the race. Cooper down low in the black and yellow 36 machine. Carter in the black, white and blue 37. 3rd and 4th side by side on screen. Then you go back behind him right now. Skinner on the outside in the 00. Up on the inside the 127. That's your defending UMP Modified champion for World of Thunder and Dirt fan. Blake Majulis, yellow, yellow, yellow. So 3 laps in the books before our first yellow of the night. And let's see if we can't get some watch parties going right now, shall we? I think we've done enough. I think we've done enough. I don't want to push it, but you know what? Screw it. What's the worst that's going to happen? Lights out on the pace truck. 34 will remain on the board. Who will take out week number 3 of the Hub Sim Racing giveaways? UMP Modified Series. Dylan Wilson looks to be in good shape for that one. However, Dylan Fox, Nick Cooper, Randall Carter, Blake Majulis, 7C, who, well, that's basically your top 6. They are all wanting to take the win away, and they all want to put themselves in victory lane as well. But green flag flies once again, and already we see cars just stay up high and cars stay down low through 1 and 2. We've got cars trying to go through the middle right now, as there goes the 00 Jason Skinner falling back a number of positions. Now you throw in Jacob Fields and Shad Prescott, Jordan Casey and Blake Brown, your top 10. And what a top 10 that is. Talk about a stacked field from top to bottom. Your top 10 is just they are just front runners every day of the week. And you put them with fixed setups. And well, they're not afraid to go where other cars are not. Wilson continues to lead Fox. Fox running the cushion. We're watching the 36 of Cooper, trying to hold off the World of Outlaws iRacing late model champion Blake Majulis. Just driving straight to the top shelf into turns 3. Here comes Evan C underneath him now. Fields in the all black 007 entry. Carter trying to make a run on Cooper. Here comes Majulis trying to wind that 127 machine up and trying just to rocket into at least a top 3, sitting in position 5 at the moment. And right now the gap is 3.5 tenths. Wilson sliding himself through turn number 1 and 2. Then we go back to Fox, who is continuing to pound that cushion all the way around. Yellow, yellow, yellow. And we have a big mess here on the back straightaway. Jason Skinner, a heat winner. Started position 4 in this one. Now he's back to the 23rd position. So right now as these cars will catch up to... In fact, there's the pace track there. So I think Dylan Wilson was just trying to do an extra lap just to see maybe what the bottom is like all the way around. But our second yellow of the night, which should leave us with about 25 to run. So already 15 in the books. And in about 50 minutes time, the final race of the World of Thunder Racing League, the Hub Sim Racing Giveaways and DirtFan.com. The final series of the night will go up. The 410 wing sprint cars will take the old World of Thunder jet plane to Charlotte, North Carolina for the dirt track at Charlotte. Round number 3 will conclude with the 410 wing sprint cars. Of course, you can catch all the action every night, every Sunday night, I should say, here on Ultimate Dirt TV from 6 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Eastern, and 10 p.m. Eastern. So 3 broadcasts in the one night. And let me tell you, Steve McMillan does a fantastic job along with the admins that help and do their best to put on these shows. So in fact, we'll have 26 to run. Wilson and Fox. Wilson a heavy favourite to take out this one. Here we go. They're getting on the loud pedal. We're going back to green flag action. Wilson and Fox, and now here comes Cooper, but look at Carter and Majulis down on the low side. Carter will take third. How long for? Carter and Majulis will continue. Look at this, just a lot. There's no one going through the middle. They are either upstairs on the cushion, and as I say that, Evan C is the first car to try to tempt the middle, but by the time he comes out of turn number 2, he is right up near that cushion once again. And this just goes to show. Look at the 3 wide in the mid-pack right now. Casey getting around Brown. Prescott by Dylan Fox. Fox making a huge mistake, and that will elevate Randall Carter to position number 2. And Nick Cooper now in 3rd position. Majulis all over the back of Cooper as they go through 3 and 4. Prescott in the 14 car. Around Casey, yellow once again here at the Knoxville Raceway, just as things start to heat up, ladies and gentlemen. The yellow flag will come out into play once again. So if you haven't done so already, folks, hit the like and follow button on the Ultimate Dirt TV Facebook page, or you can head over to youtube.com/UltimateDirtTV. Hit that subscribe button, folks. Doesn't cost a thing. And I'll tell you what, at 900, what we're going to do. At 900 subs, we're going to give away either $25 or a $25 iRacing credits. What you have to do is just prove to us that you are a subscriber, and we'll like the post, and we'll get a post done up on that after tonight's broadcast. So officially 20 to run when we go back to green flag here at Knoxville. Of course, we've seen some fantastic racing throughout the opening couple of weeks here for the UMP Modified series. Still 5 weeks left in the series. And can Blake Majulis, can he defend that title once again? Can he go for, I think, what would be in the UMPs either a 3-peat or it might even be a 4-peat? He has certainly been the man to beat, that's for sure. And right now he sits in position 5. There goes the 80 of Dylan Wilson getting on the gas early. 20 down, 20 to go. Cooper with a big slide job on Carter. And now Majula's up on the inside. Look at the black machine. Jacob Fields just rolling the top side in 1 and 2. 3 wide into turns 3 and 4. Oh no, Carter Majulas. Oh, you hate to see it. Both drivers just fighting for the same bit of real estate. And unfortunately, that real estate was sold. Both cars go around. Both cars will go to the rear of the field. And after both drivers inside of a top 5, both drivers contesting for that final spot on the podium, they will now no longer, more than likely not, have that opportunity once again to get back and contest for what could be a top 5. So again, the bad luck run continues for Blake Majulas. 2020 not being kind to the iRacing.com World of Outlaws Late Model Morton's Building Champion. And more importantly, for the World of Thunder Racing League UMP Modified Champion and also Super Late Model Champion. He has certainly done a number of the rest of the competition over the past 2 to 3 seasons. He's just absolutely spanked them all. But Season 8, 2020, it's not for Blake Majulas. Single file restart caution coming out on a caution. So this field is really going to be spread out right now on this restart and not compressed into rows of 2 by 2. 24 down, 16 to run. We are 45 minutes away from the server opening up for the 410 wing sprint cars. But everything is pretty much all ready for that one, ready to go broadcast wise. We're just going to do a few bits and pieces here and there and look at Fields just immediately again, making his intentions clear and not afraid to get up and just rail that cushion all the way around. But now he goes down low into turns 3 and 4. You see that left front just get up on that inside boom. He slides up a bit as Crawford gets by Dylan Fox. And now C coming after Jacob Fields. And these boys just cannot get into a rhythm. Dylan Fox, that was upside down. And after starting out of position 3, getting up to 2nd, challenging for the race lead a couple of times there during these opening 25 laps. And challenging Dylan Wilson, it is no longer for Dylan Fox. And, well, the Spring Fling champion for 2019, he is done here. For tonight anyway, for the UMPs. So I'm sure these drivers will be frustrated knowing that they're not able to get as many green flag laps as they would like, because, well, we know these drivers, they're capable of certainly putting on a show, that's for sure. But again, it's all about trying to go to victory lane. Well, we are looking at about 11 to run. Lights turning off. Tell you what, pace truck, let's hope that car's got enough fuel. I know there was concerns last week. Was last week or the first week at Fairbury, whether these cars had enough fuel, and essentially that they did. And I guess we could ask the same question here again. Does the fuel situation come into it? Of course, you don't burn any fuel while you're pacing around under yellow. Not on a restart, on the initial start when you initially load into the grid and then you roll around for your first laps before you go green, you actually burn fuel then. But while you're under yellow here behind the pace truck, you roll around, you don't burn a thing. pace truck is in single file restarts right now. Dylan Wilson, Nick Cooper, and Jacob Fields. Cooper and Wilson both slide themselves down into turn number 1 and 2. Fields, again, not afraid to keep it pinned to the top side of the racetrack right now. So he makes his way into 3 and 4, the 33 of Evans C, and the 14 of Shad Prescott. C continues to stay low through turn number 1 and 2, trying to get some of that light up moisture there. Off the edge of the racetrack, off the edge of turn, on the exit of turn 2, I should say. Excuse me. The old mumble jumbles right now. 9 to run. Wilson, Cooper, and Fields. Yellow one more time. And again, this is going to set us up for what I think should be a 5-lap sprint to the end. Does anybody, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to know the answer, does anybody have anything for Wilson? Is Wilson going to be beat? Now, while I remember too, tomorrow night, do not forget, if you want to run the trucks on dirt and you're looking for a league, World of Thunder, well, Monday nights they are putting it on. And tomorrow night they go to fixed setups. So if you don't have a setup and you're thinking, well, you want to run but you don't have a setup, well, that's now been taken out of the equation. You've got no excuse. Fixed setup is back with the trucks, and let me tell you, over the first couple of weeks, and I've really wanted to be there, but it happens to fall on a Tuesday, and of course, for the past couple of weeks with school holidays, I've actually been able to do stuff with the kid because she needs to get out, and so I haven't been here, but I promise you this, they go back to school this week, so not tomorrow, but hopefully the week after. I'm back. I'm back with the trucks, baby. Steve and I are going to put on a broadcast. I don't care if it's me. We're going to put on a broadcast that is just one to remember. And those trucks, they are fun as... Well, there's a 4-letter word and it rhymes with fire truck. I really think Fields has got a good chance. Cooper needs to get up on the wheel. Stop camping and stop hanging back. This isn't H1Z1, buddy. Let's go. 5 to run. And we're back underway in the main event for the Hub Sim Racing giveaways. UMP Modified Series Top 3 run the slider line. Can Evans C do something here in the final 3 laps of this, the final 5 laps of this main event? He got the win in the super late models. Cooper. Slider line through 3 and 4, but Dylan Wilson, too fast, too good, and too strong. 2 miles to go. It's just a matter of just going down to the corner shop, getting the milk, and coming back home. And it is a bit of a Sunday drive here on a Sunday night. 3 to go. Fields and Cooper not done with each other just yet. They continue to switch lines into turns 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Top 3 nose to tail down into turns 3. Wilson going to stay low. Fields stays lower. Cooper right up to the top shelf. And the popsicle sticks are out. 2 to run for Dylan Wilson. Picked up a second in the Ascor's Chili Bowl yesterday. And then had a good run in the Super Late Models. Cooper makes a mistake, opens up the door for Jacob Fields. The white flag flies. No matter what happens from here on out, we are going to race it out to the start-finish line. Once they get the white, it is gloves off, baby. But into turn number 3, Out of turn number 4, your winner for the Hub Sim Racing giveaways, a main event for the UMP Modified Series, Dylan Wilson. He is victorious here at Knoxville. Second will go to Nick Cooper. Third at the line is going to be Jacob Fields. Fourth will be Evan C. Shad Prescott home in 6th. Then we go back to Casey Brunson, Mason Crawford, Garrett Niebregi, Jordan Casey, Tyler Shell. Your top 10, Trey Schmidt 11th. Chris Fisher, Jim Emery, Devin Thompson, Clyde Dunn, Brandon Steele, Jarrett Bolyard, Jarrett Murphy, Dylan Fox, Blake Majulis, Randall Carter, Blake Brown, Jason Skinner, and Mitch Stiles. So we are going to chat to our top 3 here in just a few moments' time, hopefully. And we'll get their thoughts on the race. And I can already tell you how Dylan Wilson is going to respond. He's going to tell us that he wishes that we had a few more green flag laps. But it is what it is. Hopefully we get to chat to Cooper and Fields as well. So we'll get a few things sorted, and then we are going to go straight down to Victory Lane. Alright, well, you know what? Let's waste very little time in chatting to the driver that comes home in first place tonight, and straight down to Victory Lane in car number 80. It's Dylan Wilson. Dylan, congratulations on this victory. Well, one that was not going to say given to you, because you certainly had to earn that one, but man, not a whole lot of laps here tonight, unfortunately.
Yeah, I like boring races. I don't necessarily like all the yellows. It just sucks for, on your guys' as a broadcast, and I've been on the other side while trying to watch a broadcast, and a bunch of yellows kind of just make you want to turn it off. So it sucks that we had all the yellows. Track never really came around like I've seen it there before, so I'm sure that was causing a lot of the yellows, was it being kind of one groove. So it won't always be perfect, so you take what you can get sometimes.
I mean, it looked like late in the race, I mean, there was guys trying to work that top side, the OP slider line. I mean, how do you compete with that? And especially, out in front, if it's there and it's fast, you're not gonna not go to that line just because it's the most boringest line. But I mean, how do we fix that?
I mean, everybody's got their own ways of fixing it. I think iRacing really needs to tone down the cushions and the way the marbles build up on the cushion on the top. And it seems like the most buildup happens on the exit of the corners. I think that's why the slider line is always fast. But like I said, that's just one person's opinion, not necessarily meaning it's true. But the marbles have too much grip, and when they get built up on the exit like that, they hardly ever go away unless the race is like 100 laps with a server full of cars. So, yeah.
Well, congratulations on the victory. UMP's here at Knoxville. Hub Sim Racing giveaways main event. We'll let you get out of here and let you thank some sponsors as well, buddy.
Yeah, thanks to D1RT Racing. Thanks to the Tub guys, are a sponsor of mine. Thank you to you guys for broadcasting, and thank you to Stephen McMillan for putting this deal on. All
right, very cool, calm, collected, and I mean, I don't blame him. He wants to get as many green flag laps in, but as always, very, very, very professional for your winner here tonight in car number 80 for D1RT, Dylan Wilson. Chat to the driver that comes home in second place, and well, he's had a good run tonight. Let's say that, but it is the high side hustler of Nick Cooper. Nick, welcome back to the UDTV booth, and welcome back to a podium. Second place here at the Knoxville Raceway. You got to be pleased with that one.
Yeah, for sure. The luck I've been having lately on iRacing, it's definitely a win to me.
How does one change that luck? Because sometimes you're not always going to get the rub of the green. How do you fix that?
First of all, on here, it's mainly survival, really. If you don't survive the races and make it to the end, you're losing out anyway. So, yeah, that race was quite tough to run. There's a lot of guys in there I didn't really know. didn't know how they were going to race, so I was kind of being patient and trying to plan ahead, and it paid off.
Actually, it's perfectly leading into my next question. There's, as you said, there's a whole lot of guys here that you don't know how they run. How does one Nick Cooper prepare for those kind of drivers on a slick track like we've seen?
You can't really prepare. You just kind of put a note in your head and just try to think ahead of what they're going to do and hope it pays off, I guess.
Well, certainly paid off. Come home second place tonight. You limited opportunities to get by Dylan Wilson there, but again, yourself and Dylan have been sim racing for quite some time, and obviously translated over into the real world side of things as well. So, but congratulations, second place run. We'll let you get out of here, and of course, sponsors on this race car. Flush some shout outs as well, buddy.
I want to give a shout out to Dirt for taking me in just before this race, and I want to say good win to Dylan, my new teammate. So I'm excited for the new venture with him, and you, Brett, in the booth, and Steven, and everybody that's a part of this league. It's a great league to run.
All right, there we go. Nick Cooper, the high side hustler, home in second place. Jacob Fields not with us here for the moment, and that is going to wrap us up for the UMP Modified Series. 30 minutes time, the 410 wing sprint cars will start. Again, shout out to the Hub Sim Racing giveaway. Shout out to, of course, dirtfan.com. And, of course, Wicked Cushion, World of Thunder Racing League, and Wicked Energy Gum. 30 minutes time, we're going to be live once again for the 410 wing sprint cars at the dirt track at Charlotte. So I'll wrap this one up. And, again, we'll have some new streams on the Facebook pages. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the team here at Ultimatedirttv and the management behind the scenes, we say farewell from the Knoxville Raceway. We'll see you back for the 410 wing sprint cars. Congratulations to Dylan Wilson.